knitters, how are you? My name is Karen. Welcome to Recreational Knitting. This month I'm participating in a Knit Every Day in November for the American Cancer Society, and I picked for my project the Arne and Carlos Annual Christmas Stocking 2025. Those of you that have been here a bit know that last week I was going to Rhode Island and Massachusetts for a week, and I decided to leave the project home because there were 5 skeins of yarn, and I decided that that was probably not the best of ideas if I wanted to knit on a plane or in the wild. So I did leave it here, and since I've been home, that's a whole nother story. I have done some knitting on this. So let me get to it. Let me show you where I'm at. I think I'm on day 21 very soon. I think I have 2 more rows before I hit day 21. This is where I was when I left you on the 14th of November, and this is what I did in the last 2 days. So I've obviously done more than my share of the 6 rows a day, but I did want to show you that I have been making some progress. This is the end of my first skein of the white, off-white. The second one did come in while I was gone, and here it is. So I'm ready to go. The next 2 colors will be the navy and the white together. Then after that, it will be the red and white together. And then it will be the ribbing, which Arne and Carlos have done in red. I think I'm going to do mine in blue because I want to also do the heel in the blue. There's a lot of blue here to pick up, and I think I'll do that. We'll see how much blue I have left, but I wouldn't mind using all of this up, basically. So we'll see. We'll kind of see. Right now I have some red. I don't know what kind of leftovers I will have because those were leftovers from a different project. I will have green. Not sure I want green at the top and the heel. Not my favorite color green, but it's what I had. And yeah, so that's the plan. Blue cuff and blue heel. We will see. So that is where I'm at with all of that. Now, what did I do on those days that I was away from you and I'm supposed to be knitting every day? Well, I will show you. I had shown you that I had cast on the Weekender, and I don't know where I was because I didn't have a progress marker with me necessarily, but I am now working on the back of the sweater. So I've done a lot of knitting this week, as you can see. The front is on a barber cord because I'm now ready to do, if you're familiar with the Weekender, now you start doing the rib up here at the shoulder and the front. So that's where I am at the current time. I still have about 1 inch to do on the back before I get to that same length. And then I think you do a 3 needle bind off. I'm not sure, and then of course I'll have sleeves. The problem with this project is that I have 2 different dye lots. So, excuse me while I pick up the yarn. So this is what I've been dealing with all week. Yeah, back and forth, 2 rows, back, front, So that hasn't necessarily been very fun because every so often I'd have to unwrap myself from all the yarn that was hanging about me. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. But now I think I have enough to do the rest of the body in one dye lot. And they're not all that noticeable unless you're in very, very bright sun when you hold them like this together. I don't know whether you can see if, yeah, it's minimal, but I started doing like 4 rows and of the new dye lot, and then looking at the other dye lot, you could definitely see a line. So I knew that I was gonna have to do that for pretty much the entire body. But now I think I have enough to finish with the one dye lot. So we'll see. We will see. It's been a fun knit. It's nice because it knits up quickly. I'm used to fingering weight sweaters, and so yeah, this has been nice. So that's what I've been doing every day. This is another thing that I've been doing every day. This is called the Willa, Willa. I started this back in June, I think, and got the yoke finished with the lace, and then kind of put it away. But then I did this to sleeve separation, probably in July, something like that, maybe August. But I only had about maybe 4 rows after sleeve separation. So now I'm down here. And this is where I was on the plane going to Rhode Island, to Massachusetts. And so, yeah, obviously a summer weight garment, but I wanted to, maybe make some progress. If you're forced into knitting things that you haven't picked up in a while, if you're away from home, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, it is. It's really good. So while I was there, I went to 2 of the 5 local yarn stores in the area. Local meaning within a half hour. And I went to the Mermaid's Pearl, and I went to Skein yarn shop. Skein is in East Greenwich, and let's see if I get this right. I won't. I don't remember. Mermaid's Pearl is in Wickford. That's it, Wickford, right. And I picked up, because this was getting my weekender was getting a little bulky for plain knitting, and the Willow was getting a little bit big for plain knitting. So I thought, darn it, I must buy yarn and some needles so that I can work on a sock, because I only have like 4 socks that need a pair. I don't know why I didn't throw that in, but it is what it is. So I bought some yarn and I knit part of a sock. I'm currently on the heel flap. This is what I did when I went to their knit night Wednesday evening, and I did this much. So that was a nice knit evening. My goodness, I haven't had any coffee yet this morning, and it shows. Yeah, it's been a long weekend. Anyway, this yarn is something that those of you that watch a lot of podcasts may know Kevin and Ray. This is Needles at the Ready. They live in Connecticut, and they are a supplier for the Skein yarn shop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. So if you're trying to find some of their yarn, Skein, Needles at the Ready. And this is called the Wild Berry colorway in their Apollo base, which is 80/20. and it's about 400 yards. So it's really nice yarn. I wanted something that was not very wild. And this was really the only colorway that really appealed to me. They had some very wild colors, you know, rainbowish, very speckled, highly variegated. And I really wasn't in the market for that. So, and I did want to support local dyers, and they are pretty local to them. I believe they live central Connecticut, and everything in New England is only an hour and a half away. So, yeah. So, yes. So I made a little purchase while I was there. So I will leave you with that this morning. That's enough of my gobbledygook. I just wanted to catch you up. I will catch you up a little further later on, maybe tomorrow, and try to record a proper podcast and let you know about my trip. Look out for, I'm going to put up 2 yarn shop tours, and hopefully you'll get to watch both of those. One is the Mermaid's Pearl in Wickford, Rhode Island. Why I can't remember the name of that cute little town. It's adorable. It's adorable. And then East Greenwich would be the Skein yarn shop. And Lori, the owner, I don't think it's a secret because it's out there, but she had gallbladder surgery on Monday, so I missed both Lori and Justine, who do this Skein Scoop podcast. So, and I'm sorry about that. And I know that they subscribe to my podcast, so I want to say hello, and I hope that you're recovering well, Lori. All right, on that note, I will leave you, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.